Breakfast.
All right, the budget speech. Well, I mean, the budget imploded yesterday. The speech didn't happen. Godongwana, the Minister of Finance, was meant to go before Parliament, meant to go before the country. It didn't happen. We then ended up with the speech being leaked because it was given to the media. Anyway, long story. We know from that he was wanting to up VAT by 2 percentage points. It would have been absolutely catastrophic. They're reconvening in the second week of March in Parliament for him to deliver, well, his new budget. I wonder if that one is going to pass muster. But I mean, just to give you some idea of where money's needed, we spend a lot of money paying the state wage bill. We spend a lot of money on social grants and so on. I mean, an inordinate amount, a disproportionate amount of the budget goes towards those two things. Paying people who work for government at various levels, and then paying people who rely on government to give them some kind of income, be it as pensioners or as people who are unemployed or children who need to be on child support grants and so on. That's where a lot of the money goes. And then the money that really is needed to fix things, to build things, to make sure infrastructure works so that the wheels of the economy can turn, those are often left. Those issues are often left undone, untouched. Have a listen to this. It's off Business Tech, their social media account, talking about the state of roads in the Eastern Cape.
One province in South Africa with roads so bad, they're a human rights violation. The Eastern Cape's road infrastructure crisis has been deemed a human rights violation by the South African Human Rights Commission. Years of neglect and a severe maintenance backlog have left the roads riddled with potholes, washed-out bridges, and impassable routes. For many in the province's rural towns, poor roads are not just an inconvenience, but a barrier to survival. The Eastern Cape Department of Transport has acknowledged the problem, revealing that out of the province's 42,000-kilometer road network, not a single road has been rated very good since 1996. Given the current budget trajectory, it would take until 2050 to fully address this issue. In response, the South African Human Rights Commission has called for an urgent intervention from the National Treasury to fast-track repairs and halt the deepening crisis.
All right. So, I mean, when the Human Rights Commission says the roads are a violation of human rights, you kind of...
Then there's a problem.
You've hit rock bottom. Now, we know there's no money. I mean, the finance minister was wanting us to pay VAT, not to fix roads in the Eastern Cape where it's a human rights violation, to pay the salaries of people who work for government. I mean, this is it. I'm not for one second saying what Donald Trump is doing in the States is a move in the right direction. I mean, that is just ludicrous in some cases. But yeah, you've got to look at a bloated bureaucracy and say, come on. I mean, just, we can't afford it anymore. How do we move forward? We need as the state to be employing fewer people and create the mechanism for the economy to absorb them into the private sector or into the entrepreneurial space. There's just no way that we can keep on paying these massive wage bills and think that the taxpayers across all levels, be it income tax, be it corporate tax, be it VAT, and all of the other government fundraising mechanisms, where we think that that's going to be the way that we're going to buy ourselves out of madness. No ways, man. It's reached boiling point, breaking point, and so far no further. So those roads in the Eastern Cape are going to continue being a human rights disaster for many years to come because there just isn't money to fix the damn stuff.
Hot FM.